Hey guys, so last week I didn't do a Throwback Thursday. On Wednesday I did like a little talk chit chat video, and I used my Natasha Denona bronze palette, so that wasn't too much of a throwback, but it was a throwback nonetheless. So this week I'm going to get back on track with my my Throwback Thursday, so I hope you're excited about that. I'm sorry that I didn't last week, but I just didn't have one filmed, and that video I'd done, and I wanted to put it up so you guys kind of knew a little bit about where I'm at in my headspace at these days. So anyway, I'm moving forward. I'm not going to talk your head off about that today. I love this Nudie number 2 palette. I'm not using this today, but I love this. It is such a beautiful palette with beautiful, gorgeous shades. Lorelei Los Angeles is one of my favorite brands. Influencer or not, it's one of my favorite brands, and I just absolutely love this palette. I think she did such a great job with it, and it's one of my go-tos. Like, I pick it up a lot. I'm a neutral girl, so of course I like to go for this one. But the one that I fell in love with first was Nudie Patootie. This one was my love before Nudie number 2, and I am going to use it today. I love this palette. I've done a look with this. I did a what did I like a coral eyeshadow look, I believe, with this palette, and it's just so beautiful. Like, I have to use it. I'm excited to use it today and just dive right on in. So again, I love her brand. I love everything from her. I don't have everything, but everything that I've tried I absolutely love. So I'm excited to dive back into this. Today was a rainy day, so I did not fix my hair, so we're not going to talk about that. How bad it looks, because it does look bad, I know. But I just got it back and out of my face. So I use my Blue Beauty primer in the shade Translucent. I love these primers, in case you didn't know. So I was holding the palette upside down. I hate bending my mirror all the way back. I am going to dip into this shade right here. It's the shade Strip. I'm just going to kind of put that in my crease. So I kind of winged it out just a tiny bit. I'm going to take the shade Butt Naked. And I'm just going to kind of deepen that up a bit. Drop it a little bit lower so I'm not covering up the shade that I just laid down, which is Strip. My husband's home. Then I'm going to take a little bit of Nakey Nakey, and I'm just going to deepen this outer corner. Then I'm going to take a little bit of this shade here. It's called Exposed. And I'm just going to finish my lid with that one. I do have fallout on my face, but that's why I did my eyes first. I'm going to dip into this shade here. It's called Buff. I'm just going to kind of pat that to blend those two shades together. And then I'm going to dip into this shade here called Au Naturel, however you say it. And I'm just going to kind of tap with my finger. I'm not covering up what I've put down already. I just kind of want to mix the two, the exposed and the Au Naturel. I'm going to take just a little bit of this Reveal shade and just blend here. Then I'm going to take just a tiny bit of this shade here, Undressed, just to blend the edges. See how it's a softer gradient than over here? Can you guys see? I love how it just is a soft gradient up. That's what I go for, as a very soft transition. So I'm going to try this. I've not had the best luck with it in the past, but I'm going to try it again and we're going to see. This is the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. And the directions on the back say to apply warm a pea-sized amount in the hands and pat onto just to specific areas of concern like the T-zone. Allow product to dry before following with makeup application. So there's my pea-sized amount, you see? So I'm going to warm it in my hands. And then I'm going to pat. And I'm not going to rub. When I have rubbed that before, it has like balled up and just rubbed off my face. For a little pore filling action, I'm going to do the Tarte Poreless. And this is just going to go in the perimeter of the face. It's not going to go where I just put the layer primer. So a pea-sized amount. So I've not pulled this out in a while, and I thought I would. This is the Believe Beauty Skin Finish Foundation. I have the shade Nude, so that's the shade I'm going to use. I have a lighter shade too. I have the Porcelain shade, but it's just too light. So put some pumps on my brush here. And then I'm going to pat this over the skin. It's going well enough that my primer didn't peel up. That's a good thing. It's been a long time since I pulled this out. I'm going to just use it because it's been a while and I need to use it. I went a little ham and I didn't mean to, especially on my chin. I don't know what happened. It just went. It just happened. This isn't too much of a throwback, but I had a dream about my dad last night and I just kind of want to use it. for that. So if you don't know the story behind it, the smell of this just kind of reminds me of him. I've not used this in a little bit, so I'm going to pull this out because I'm looking a little ghostly. This is the Ace Beauty Bronzed in Paradise palette. So you have some different shades of bronzer in there. I usually use like the first or second. Tonight, I'm probably just going to go with the first because I don't want to go too ham with the bronzer. I'm going to pull out my Physicians Formula and Casey Holmes collab. This is an oldie but a goodie. And I'm going to use the, I think it's Copper Cabana blush that's in here. So I'm just using that. And I know this really isn't much of a throwback because I like pull this out like all the time. My fuzzy hair everywhere. But it's only fitting that I use the lip kit. So this is the lip kit. This is the Glaze Lip Kit from Lorelei Los Angeles. She also has a bronze lip kit, so it has some deeper shades in it. I haven't been crying. I'm sneezing because my allergies are working overtime. But I think I'm going to use a mix of these two. I love these. I've got a little something special coming with these, and I think you all might like it, so please stay tuned. This used to be my like go-to brow product, so let's use it. It's the NYX Fluff and Fill, or Fill and Fluff. Then I'm going to use the Essence Make Me Brow. Okay, let's finish the bottom lash line. I want to take a little bit of Butt Naked and just run it all across the bottom lash line. Then I'm going to take a little bit of the Strip shade and just kind of buff along there. Then I'm going to take the Stark shade and highlight brow bone and inner corner. It looks white in here. It looks like it's white, but it has such a nice reflect. And it makes it has a golden reflect, and it looks beautiful. I'm going to take this ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade I'm sorry, it's not Dandelion, it's Marigold. And I'm going to put this in the waterline. Get my mirror. So pretty. That ties in the Stark shade, I think. Then, this is nothing throwback, but the ColourPop liquid liner in Grande. I just haven't used this in a little bit, and it's not a throwback either, really, but I've not used it in a little bit, so I'm going to try to use it again. It's the Maybelline Sky High. It's a great mascara. I just actually have others that I reach for a little bit more often. It's a beautiful mascara. It truly is. Okay, I'm going to take the Revlon Color Stay lip liner in the shade Nude. So I put that lip liner on, and then I took some of the Lorelei Los Angeles liquid lipstick in the shade Cabana, and I put in the center. I didn't put it all the way, like all over. I just put it in the center, and so it kind of gave like that ombre look to the lips, and I think it makes the lips look bigger when you do something like that. So I love this. I think it's so, so good. And I'm going to put just a little bit of lip gloss on. This is the ColourPop Luxe Lip Gloss in Renaissance. So here's the finished look. What do you guys think? I love this palette. It's been a favorite since I bought it, and it's been a while since I did. But there's so many good shades in here, and there's so much you can do with this palette. Like I made this like gold, not golden. Well, there is some golden, but there's more of like a what am I trying to say? There's an orangey tone brown look out of it, but then of course I also did the coral eye look from it. There's tons of stuff you can do, tons. So I love the look that I was able to create today. It actually reminds me of a look that I did with my Rust palette from Milk Cosmetics. So I'm not saying this is like the Rust palette. I'm saying that I created a similar look. So I love this, and I think having both of these is so good. I just love all these shades, and getting to have both of them. Like you can't have one without the other, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But I do love them, and I love all the stuff that I used. I'm not gonna go through it all because it was a lot. Sometimes like it's a little bit long, but I think that everything looks really, really good. I love the highlight. I love the lips. All of it looks so, so good, and I'm just so pleased with how it all turned out. I love doing this and going back in my collection and using my makeup I already have, and I love that. I love getting to just play with makeup. That's so much fun. Like today I had a rough day. Not a rough day, like emotionally, just a rough day, just busy and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And just getting to set and playing makeup is like, it makes me happy. What can I say? It just really makes me happy. I enjoy it. So, told my husband, I said, I'm going to go and play in some makeup for a little bit. And he's like, okay. He's watching basketball. He doesn't care. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And, again, I'm going to try to be a little bit better about my Throwback Thursdays. Again, if I miss one here and there, don't think the worst of me. But I will do my best to get those out as good as I can. So, I hope you guys enjoyed again, and I appreciate you watching so very much. You guys, your support means the world. It truly does. And thank you for being so receptive of my chit chat video that I posted last week. That's very nice, just to feel so much love and acceptance from that. So I appreciate it so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.